Happy now. All is now is the gifts being the present. The fresh say sounding back in here, putting out my perspective into the cloud of the collective to expand the collective consciousness. You're not tuning into Mind of Knowledge and Moon/Aries Moon. And it is Gemini hours in the space and location where I'm at. And it is also Mercury day. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about why I decided to get on my spiritual path. Okay? And if you should hop on your spiritual path too, if you're thinking about that, this video will be for you. If you're thinking about hopping on your spiritual path, this video will be like why I decided to do it. And it should basically, sort of give insights as to, the thought process I was going through. And maybe if you relate, yeah, this can help you, so yeah. So basically, why I decided to hop on my spiritual path. Okay, so I grew up, like I said in one of my previous videos, I've had the experience in my childhood from going to a mosque, and I've also had the experience of going to a church. Okay, so what do those two places have in common? It is a place of worship. It is a place of worship. Okay? Now, when I was little, I felt like there was a lot more to life. Okay? I felt like, okay, so it was so deep. Okay, so when I was little, right, like me being triple fire, I didn't know my energies at the time. But now that now that I know that I'm triple fire, I have the gift of vision. Okay? When I was little, I would see white Jesus in the corner of my room. Yeah, I would just see white Jesus in the corner of my room. Any room I was in, if I was by myself, I would just see white Jesus there. Okay? So, and it's like a glimpse type shit. It's like a peripheral type shit. So I thought I was tripping. I never paid it no mind though. I knew subconsciously where it was coming from was the Christianity program. I knew subconsciously it was the Christianity program. Why I was seeing white Jesus out my peripherals. Okay? Now as for because my dad is a Muslim and my mother is Christian. Okay, but as for Islam, I heard a little bit about it, bits in this, because I couldn't read the Quran. It was not in English. Okay? So I could not read the Quran. All right? So, and yeah, and also I barely read the Bible. I just have these, sometimes the words of the Bible come to me. Sometimes it's like the codes of the Bible. Like I'm able to sort of like get codes from the Bible and in my reality type shit. So it's just like, for example, it's like this verse or this saying by Jesus, take the plank out of your eye before you worry about the speck in your brother's eye. Okay, so shit like that. So it's like certain shit in the Bible, it is positive and negative. The Bible is is a Masonic, Greek, Jewish book type shit. So, you know, it's like some of the shit in the Bible you can actually, you know, utilize, you know. And when you look at the Bible, you know, you sort of like wanna use it in a way, in a careful way type shit, because it's a witchcraft book. It's a book of witchcraft. It's the sun book, you know. It's the witchcraft is what's on our mind and how we play it out in the as below. We play it out as below, you know. So as above, what's in our mind, and then as below, we play it out through the, you know, Bible type shit, you know. So you got to be careful when you're using the Bible and know what you're reading. Okay, so and it was never meant to be taken literal. Okay, Santos Bonacci, famous astrologer, will tell you, if you know, the Bible would give you so much enlightenment if you know how to read it, you know. And if you and it'll make the people who take it literal more stupid type shit, you know. So that's just how that play out. So getting off track, I think I'm getting off track, but like, no, I'm on track. I'm still on track, but you know, it's like how did I how did I choose to go into my spiritual path? Okay, what made me go into my spiritual path? Okay, so first of all, your spiritual path, you know, is a calling. Some are called to be on their spiritual path earlier in their life than some other people. Some people are called to be on their spiritual path later in their life, you know. But, you know, for me, it sort of happened between when I was in my freshman year in college, you know. So I had my spiritual awakening when it came to, you know, as far as what I was putting in my body, because I have a stellium in my 6th house. Okay, if you don't know what the 6th house is, it deals with your health, you know, your working habits, your day-to-day routine. Okay, so having a stellium in my 6th house, I had to deal with poor health growing up. You know, I had, you know, I was obese, not obese, I won't say obese, but I was overweight, you know, and I had, health issues, you know, as far as, like, I actually go through that in my previous video. So if you want to know as far as my my health issues and shit, you know, it's like, as I go over that on my subjective opinion on only 2 ways to lose weight. But, you know, I had health issues, and yeah, I wanted to take power into my own hands, having Mars in my 6th house. I wanted to take power, you know, into my own hands, and, you know, actually take the initiative and govern what I put in my body, what I eat. Okay, so, and not only what I eat physically, but what I eat spiritually, as far as my thoughts and my emotions. Okay, and basically that. And this was something that I was doing subconsciously, you know, as moving into my spiritual path was I embraced it. You know, I really embraced it. I wasn't fearful, because, you know, I've got that north node, or south node in Pisces. So in my past life, I was somebody who was very spiritual. In my past life, I was somebody who was very spiritual. So it was just coming to me subconsciously. I was just doing it, you know, without of course I was researching and gaining information as towards how to take the proper steps in my spiritual path, you know. But the spiritual calling is different for every individual, okay? It's not the same for every individual. All right? So, yeah. And also, another point I want to bring up, why I chose to be on my spiritual path, is because I wanted to be a diamond. Or not a diamond, because I wanted to be rare, okay? I wanted to be rare. I wanted to be somebody, or be, I wanted to be somebody. I wanted to be rare, because, you know, look at it. It works like this. Look how, this is how it works in real life. Any quantity, if there is more of that thing, that means that it's low in value. But if there's less of that thing, that means it's higher in value. Okay? So there is not a lot of, like a sports car, your favorite sports car. They don't make them in bulks type shit, you know? So it's like, you are going to have to go, if you want a specific kind of Ferrari that they don't sell in the United States, you are going to have to travel to Italy to get that Ferrari, because it's rare. Okay? So why am I saying this? Us spiritual beings are rare. We are rare, which makes us, you know, more of value. Religious people are in quantity, which makes them less of value. You know? So, and this is how it works in the spiritual realm. If you have a religious, if you follow a religion and you read your Bible every day and you go by the word and you go to church every day type shit, you need a mental crutch. In the spiritual realm, you need a mental crutch, you know, to be able to move through life. Us spiritual beings, we do not need to worship an idol to find power to move through this life. You know? So that's what sets us apart. So that's the main reason why I decided to hop on my spiritual path. Because I wanted to be a rare individual. Okay? So yeah. The Fresh State signing out. I'm gonna catch you next now.